Turn on the stream, let's break it down. The Broken Bakers coming to town. From Denmark with love, watching courts go wild. American drama got me hooked like a child. Twists in the courtroom, objections all day. Live on the screen, come and join the fray. Step one, grab your coffee, settle in tight. Step two, laugh at the chaos left and right. Step three, Danish take on the law so crazy. Step four, hit subscribe, don't be lazy. Oh yeah! He's the Broken Baker, breaking down cases, real truth shaker, witty and fun from across the sea. The Broken Baker, setting minds free. Hey, hey, Broken Baker, Danish style so smooth, legal madness in the groove. Yeah, join the live today. The Broken Bakers, here to slay. High-profile trials, witnesses spin, alibis cracking, let the fun begin. Outside of you with a humorous twist, true crime.
He looks like he can't control his honey bun habit, you know, and his
And
Susie
they came right on in?
Well, that one was,
Everybody seems to
different times up there, at Paula's, I knew Swayze, they just keep that word right. We got to make a turn
Okay.
on steps, you
I
know.
don't know what that word means, so I'm sorry.
Oh, his style, his walk, his talk.
Okay.
I don't know why they all chose to play at the same time. They're not supposed to do that. They didn't did it here. That was just all of my audio clips that said, let's play all at what time at the same time, because that's how it is. It was supposed to be this one because, like a certain car crew, I'm wearing my Boston hat tonight and I have questions, so I was supposed to play this one.
Because Baker's like, let's go, let's fuck. Like, I'm down. I don't know everybody else.
I might need a crazy Amy to explain some things to me today because, and hey everyone, welcome. I was watching Aiden while I was getting ready, and he said something that was, oh, the car crew being horrible tonight. Yeah. No, it wasn't, was it, well, Techno Stacy, you have to live with that little bit of an echo because I'm not going to fix that, because then I won't get the feedback to my ears, and then I don't know when what's and I can't laugh at people. Thank you so much, Kay Smith, for gifting a membership. And now my feed doesn't update with that. KP Jog Drool, thank you. Lady Star, Mama Buck, and Grantham was gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Why doesn't it go in there that you did that? Why? Why? It's being weird right now. Sorry. Why isn't the alert box working? It should be working. It's not working right now. Sorry. New program, new me. Hello, everyone. There will be baby problems. Then it's good we do the manual one. But I was kind of planning on coming on here today, and we should talk a little bit about that Proctor lost his phone, that nothing has really been filed in the Karen Reed civil case, and I even set up a. Oh, I have to get that text off. Whip. I even set up that I wanted to show this one.
A former federal prosecutor says he wants to be the next Norfolk County DA. And Adam Deich says part of the reason he's running is in response to the handling of high-profile cases like the death of John O'Keefe and Sandra Birchmore.
I can't tell you how many times I have looked at evidence in certain cases or been in meetings where afterwards I say, what on earth is going on in Norfolk County? Somebody needs to do something.
A former federal prosecutor says he wants to be the next Norfolk County DA. And Adam Deich says part of the reason he's running is in response to the handling of high-profile cases like the death of John O'Keefe and Sandra Birchmore.
I can't tell you how many times.
So that was one of the things, because I talked so much about him this afternoon because of the new case with a new cop who got kicked off because of using his position to have an underage, well, he was 17, I don't care. So I was about planning that. And then I went and listened to Aiden. And he was talking about bathtub Gendusi. Do so. What, if any? And he was talking about getting a blow dry on a stream. And I have seen Aiden in a lot of... He's kind of like me. Well, I think I have more hair than him. Why would he need a blow dry? That was just weird, him talking about... Love the Baker hat, questions mark. Expert, I don't know if you like my hat. How should I know? Good morning, Rosemary Gallagher. But again, I'm 27 years old and a virgin. But as a creator, I'm thinking, isn't it weird getting a blow dry when you're streaming? Because the noise would go in the microphone. So I have questions. I know the expert is a streamer. I won't ask Lefty because he has that raccoon-like look, so he probably needs a lot of blow drying. And you did question mark. But can someone please tell me what was that about? And why did he say it was too much information? Because if you're getting a, can't you see blow dries on a stream? I don't know. Maybe I just misunderstood things because I'm not that well versed in certain matters that the rest of you knows stuff about. It's it could be a translation issue as well. So I don't know. Hey, 80s. I need to blow dry, but that's because I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow and don't want to wake up with a rat nest on my head. Yeah, I get that. But why would Aiden need that for a show? Because Aiden has less hair on his head than I have. And not because, like other people, he might need a Persian rock stuck to his head, but just because he likes it like I do, very, very short. I have curly hair, so I use a diffuser when I blow dry. Again, I don't, maybe I need the, Aiden did not use a blow dry on his show. No, but he said that Linda Genduso gave him a blow dry. And I thought that's weird. I think Nick Ricada has talked, well, there was rumors he got a blow dry on a show once too. And he doesn't have that much hair. Well, sometimes he has very long hair. he probably has a cut every 2 weeks like my son. My son is a platinum blonde in the summer, then it turns a bit darker. He doesn't like the feel of his hair. It's soft to touch. I get a haircut on the 17th every month, or as close to the 17th as I can every month. And I've had the same hairstyle since 2001. Because one time I said, no, I'm going to grow it out, and I'm going to go into one of those fancy saloons where you get a cup of coffee. And because normally I'll just go to the one that costs $20 and say, cut my hair. So I thought, nope, I'm going to go into a fancy place and make him give me a new style. Just say, yeah, you cut it the way you like it. And this was, how much did I pay for that? Maybe close to $100 or something like that. And I went in there and I said, hey, I want something new. How would you style this? And he gave me the exact same haircut I used to pay $5 for. Since then, I have a Turkish barbershop. They will do it. It'll take 5 minutes, and I pay $20, and I'm out again. Ciao. They give me exactly the same haircut, and they didn't give me a cup of coffee and take forever to do it. Hey, Megan O'Brien. Hair is overrated. M-Spire. I don't know why you put out. I like that at 27. I still have a pretty full head of hair. But that had a bald spot at that time. So I'm happy about that one. The Dyson hairdryer is the bomb. What's Nan now, Gran? Welcome. You become a Gran. Is it early in Denmark right now? It's 11:43 here in the US. Yes, it's 5:43 in the morning. I have thick blonde hair. Well, I don't have thick hair. I actually have very, very fine hair, but that's why I have my cap on today, because I was just sleeping. Oh, now the alert box works. You had the same haircut since before I graduated high school. Well, I have the same haircut since before I was born, side eyes, because I said 2000. No, since I was 1 year old, because I'm 27. So I've had the same haircut since I was 1 year old. When I was in the Navy, I got the boy band haircut. Well, I tried to, because remember when every guy had the hair dome and then they had the undercut? And I thought, hey, I would look cool with that, like every other guy thought they would do in 97. So one time we were going to France to play at a music festival down in France. And on the way down there, my buddy said, hey, I can cut your hair while we're driving. It's not a problem. We'll just put like a rubber band in and keep it up, and then we'll just do the undercut. It's not a problem. I was drunk. I said, yeah, what could go wrong? So he ended up, because, well, he didn't know what he was doing, and neither did I. So my undercut ended up looking something like this, where it kind of looked like someone had put a high top or something on my head. So it was straight this way, and then it went down at the neck. So I kind of had like a boy band mullet. That wasn't a good look. Let's just say that. I wasn't pulling any friends' ladies. I tried to talk TVI into getting one, but she resists. Dyson just make great stuff. Yeah. I've shaved the sides of my head since I was 16. It's just for the past 4 months. My sides are the longest they've ever been, and drives me crazy. Dina, I have the same problem when I can grab the side of my hair and it's longer than my fingers. I need a haircut. Especially in the summer, it grows faster. DN, yes, I did change my entire program. That's why my audio is a bit different. What's going on with the chin? I always do the Habsburg chin when I draw people. It's just how I do it. So I'm weird that way, but I'm weird in a lot of ways.
He looks like he can't control his honey bun habit, you know, and his Susie cues.
But no, I was just, but it doesn't seem like chat can help me other than to tell me what blow dryer I need. Matst, welcome, welcome, and thank you for liking Pike Up. This is where I get to just go on a rant about nothing. It was Kirks. Kirks asked me about if I could look at BLT's proof that someone was buying subs for someone. And I have to say, I did my own little, what I normally go and look at to see if people look like they boost their numbers, and I don't know. I don't think the indications are that obvious. That's not a thing. It doesn't grow faster in the summer. Side eyes, yes. Shut up. What do you know about hair? It's not like you have hair, is it? But no, I was asked to look at it, and one of the things that you would look at when if someone is stacking their numbers, trying to boost up their numbers to try and look bigger than they are, is if the numbers they get are a little too convenient. So let's say I go and look at the experts channel, and every single day he has a new 100 subs, 100 subs, 100 subs, 100 subs. That is normally where you will say, okay, someone paid an Indian or Chinese account, and they will then say, let me get 1,000 new subscribers, 10,000 new subscribers, and they will put it in there over time so YouTube doesn't pick up that this channel has been getting bought subs. That's normally how you can tell if a channel, but you can also have a channel kind of like that Rotten Mango channel, because it's so big that YouTube can't follow along, so it'll just amalgamate it into hundreds, or thousands, because that's just how Playboard count things. So it's not the easiest way. You also look about how many views a channel gets, and how if it gets a lot of views but it doesn't get a lot of subs, that's an indication that something could be wrong. Or if it gets a lot of subs and not a lot of views, that's another thing. So I don't see a lot of direct indications that that channel has been buying stuff. Accusations from Baker. No, it's not a accusation. I was asked to do a deep dive, and I did my look around. Baker, don't feel bad. Did you read my badly misspelled Discourse message to you recently? Yes, you wrote something, and I forgot what the hell you wrote me about. You wrote, uh, mm, mm, yes, yes, yes. Um, yes, that was about that night where you were sending a few super chats, and I said, I think you're a little bit drunk. You might not. Please don't do it more, because you can get regrets when you're drunk. Regrets. I had a few, but then again, too few to mention. But if you're doing a dry spell, good for you. I have been in a dry spell for 27 years. So, and I don't drink either. So, good for you to take a little bit of a break if you have been in. Because sometimes partying can lead to every day becomes a party, and sometimes you just need someone from the outside to say, "Hey, it's Wednesday," and sometimes you just say, "No, I'm not drunk. I just want to send you $5." But I think that was the gist of it. What you sent me, and I was just taking it to heart because I was talking to another one who wants to be a YouTube creator, and they talked about what they wanted to do and how they wanted to run it. And I was saying one of the greatest things you will experience being a YouTuber is when you build a community, and this community kind of grows on you because even though Lefty is in my chat and he's a known YouTube subscriber buyer, because there's no way in hell he could have gotten over 3 subscribers if he didn't buy subs. Then you get a great community, and sometimes you see, like Brandon, we are all have this thing because I'm Danish. I don't want to reach out to people because it's rude, and I kind of want to text him and just say, "Are you okay, buddy?" Because I haven't seen you in a while, and it makes me a little uncomfortable when I don't see you. And because we kind of grow into this kind of family thing, we have the weird uncle who's the expert who will just talk about something where you're thinking, what? And then you have that nephew that you feel had eaten too much lead paint. That's Lefty. And yeah, you grow these communities. Wouldn't evolution survival cause the hair to grow more in the winter? Typical of my ex-wife coming in here and say I'm wrong. A7, it's no fun when Baker doesn't believe me. I believe you about what? I don't believe anything. Views, comments, likes, and subs should kind of blend. Yes. Yes. That's how you can tell it. My channel sucks, I'm gonna delete it. No, you're not, Lefty, because you like sitting in there and playing with your ponies and telling the girls to watch you. I've seen myself in James Jackson's situation on stream. Big Dog, do you know what the best thing for that is? To realize it. I had that realization when I jumped out of a car and that was moving, and figured out you might have a problem, my friend. And I never needed to drink. I just couldn't stop when I started. Totally bought, only 844 subs. Look at this guy coming in here big timing us. People wanting to get sponsored will buy views. Yeah, because companies will look at you and say, oh, you have 50,000 subscribers. Let's give you a Raid Shadow Legend sponsorship. The problem is to get money from a Raid Shadow sponsorship, you have to have people click their link, and bots don't do that. MJ says, I'm sure you did, Lefty. They're not there for the beard. Baker doesn't even think I have hair. I have amazing hair and a blow dryer. I can see your picture. You have a lot of curly hair. I'm not blind. But the channel in question has kind of an amazing January and February, because in January they had exactly minus 800 subs. And then in February, which is 4 days old, so there's some overspill from January, they have plus 800 subs. That's just lucky, so they'll keep the same number going. They had dropped below 50,000 and then boop, they dropped above 50,000 again.
He looks like he can't control his honey bun habit.
Stop playing when I don't ask you to play. So that could be kind of an indication. And especially when the entire year of 2025, they had 600 subs coming into the channel. And they have had 800 alone in February, which is offset by the minus 800 in January. You might say that could be an indication that something might be a little off, but not enough that I would say, hey, this is a cheating channel. Hey, Pamela G. J7 likes it when Lefty is mean to her. Oh my. Oh my. Hasn't YouTube been unsubscribing people from streamers? Neil Tyler, yes, it happens all the time. It happens for all of us. I haven't looked at my numbers lately. But you will get these, there's like 4 times a year, there's a big call because you have a lot of dead subscribers. I get a big run-in because, Melanie Little used my content the other day, which is absolutely fine. Don't take this as any. Sharing is caring. All waves and ships and all of that stuff. But she was so nice to tell her people to go sub to me. They might never come back and watch me. So now and again, YouTube will say, oh, you haven't, these 500 people haven't watched you, so we're just gonna take 500 of your subs. And you sit here and you think, people hate me. But it's just you, YouTube who goes and think these people don't like you anymore. We're gonna remove them. And AB gifted 5 memberships. Harry Shangle, Jerry Ann, Wobble, Hyperbowl, and Cathy Trout was gifted memberships by AB herself. Thank you so much, AB. And that's actually one of the best things that can kind of help a creator out is these memberships, because we get the same amount of money if you give me a super chat or a membership gift. But now these people will get an email saying, hey, you got a membership to The Broken Baker. And they say, who the hell is that? I better go check him out. And then I will be sitting here and saying, I don't understand why Aiden needs a blow dry on a stream. And then they think, that's why I don't watch him anymore. Oh, Lee Taylor, you found me from Melanie and I'm here for it. Well, thank you so much. Melanie is a star. I had her on for my first ever panel show. She was generous enough with her time that she came on for my first panel show. That's still my biggest show. I believe it's close to 50,000 views now. So that was amazeballs that she would give her time to little old me. What's Nan No Grand? I can't either. It was my birthday last year and Christmas money, so that's what that went on. Hey, never ever feel obligated to pay any of us anything. It's amazingly generous when you do it, but don't ever feel like. This is why I can't figure out how to pull chats into streams right now, because there's this program and YouTube there's some code they haven't figured out. But I always try, and I know I say I always try. Sometimes it goes a little fast, and sometimes you don't. Like this morning when we had 1,200 people here, I don't see every chat. But I'll try if someone says something funny, someone has a good question, or someone just want to share something, I will try and read as many unpaid as paid unpaid as paid chats, because hey, $2 for you can be the same as $200 for someone else. We are not all rich enough that we can go and pay $500 to our favorite creators just to no, we don't do drama on this channel. So don't ever feel like you're not good enough for a streamer just because you can't be a subscriber. Well, you can be a subscriber and you can give us your eyes, and that's all we ever really want. Thank you so much to all the generous people, but there's also a lot of people out there who sit there and say, I wish I could do like that person. Don't. You're here, you're participating in chat, you're liking, you're subscribing. Maybe you tell your friends about it and say, I saw this weird Dutch guy. And thank you so much for that if you ever recommended me to someone else. I don't know what's wrong with you, but it warms my baby heart. And Deanne sent another 5 memberships. Too Cute by Half got 1. Nee Taylor got 1. Duri and USMC 1161. And Megan Nuki, maybe, got a membership. So if you are one of those people who might not have a membership or that, remember to open up so you can be gifted memberships, because we have a lot of generous people out there, and then you get access to my members only, which is most of the time not worth it. But you get the 2 extra emojis or something like that. Some people like those. I'm the worst person to be a member of. Daniel's plastic surgeon. Yeah, blow dry. Aiden was talking about a blow dry early on, and I just needed to know what a blow dry is. And Penilla been a member for 2 years. Hard to believe it's been over 2 years. Well, it has been 2 years. Ooh, there's a spider. Look. Yay, I got a new friend. He's a long-legged one. Go find some flies. Now we should have had Crazy Amy on. She's not a big fan of spiders. And Side Eye says, okay, gotta go to sleep. I got Baker to tell me to shut up, and that's enough for me. Night, night. Go get some sleep so you don't blame it on me when you are tired in the morning. Thank you so much, Side Eye. And Treasure Eileen been a member for 20 months. Great. Now I'm going to dream about Swedish spiders. They're good for you. They'll take all the cryptic clubbies in your house. Just missing a snake now. If there was a snake here, you will see my house be on fire and me screaming like a girl while I ran out of the room. Linda says, are we allowed to guess? Frantically waving her hand in the air. Guess about what a blow dry is. Blow dry is. I don't know. I need some instructions. And Big Dog says, if you are a member or not, we still love you. Yeah, we love everyone. Well, except Twisted Tragedies, because she said bad things about me again. Stupid trailer trash. Hey, Keshia. Timo of the Crop, that's a weird name. Midlife Mania, what's the next trial? I have no trials lined up right now. Hey, Laura J. Silverfish are better for your home. I don't have silverfish. I hate silverfishes. So, yeah. DJ Lorraine, the downfall is bats in the house. We have bats. There's a big wooded area over there. If you sit out in the summer, you'll have bats flying around. Did you just set that off to the side, a whole spider? Yeah, AB, it has to go catch some flies. They don't do you nothing. We're not in Australia where spiders try and kill you. This is just a little house spider. I don't get why people don't like spiders. Yeah, J7, tell Lefty to stop that vertical crap streaming. Gina, we hope you will get some clarification. The experts, 1 week, 160 subs, challenge accepted. For what? For Lefty? No, we should remove 100 of his subs. Zach we dislike for some reason. We dislike Zach because of his personality. Hey, Sarah. No way, I'm just as scared of spiders as a rattlesnake. Why? Snakes doesn't do anything. Slanty, what did you miss? Me trying to figure out blow dries. Oh, it's a Turtle Boy, right? Well, hey, Turtle Raiders. Maybe you, because I had to leave to start my own show, so I didn't get the full version of when Aiden talked about getting a blow dry on stream. And again, I didn't know why would he need it, because I have more hair on my head than Aiden, and I don't use a blow dryer. So I didn't understand what that all was about. So that's actually what my show is about today. Why did he get a blow dry on a stream? Raiding Denmark in frozen season, dangerous. It's actually, it's 26 degrees again today. It hasn't been above, we do it in the real numbers, and we haven't been above 0 for a week and a half or something like that. So it's quite cold right now. Queens of Hearts, that's when I left too. Yeah, I didn't get that. Hey, Arizona, Azorian Queen. That's Portuguese. You're here from Turtle Boy. Well, thank you for joining us. He was looking for a new hairstyle. But why would you do it on stream? Because a blow dryer makes a whole lot of noise. And he said something about he kept a straight face, but if I had the going off in my head while I'm trying to talk to you, I would be confuserated. Hey, Ruth Lee. James Lynch, he's jealous of LTL. Well, he can get a blow dry while streaming because it can happen in another room. Why wouldn't he get a blow dry on stream? Some people have fantasies because it makes noise and I don't know. I don't like people fussing around with my hair. So yeah, I don't know. Jay Brill grew LTL his new wig. Jay Brill has done a lot of good work. We have to recognize that. Did you all? Who was it who shared it today on the Twitch thread? I thought I had bookmarked it. It was so funny. No. Didn't. Damn! I didn't. Oh. I didn't bookmark it. But someone had done a recording of a certain show that where Jay Brill was on to tell the truth, and they did a dirty edit where they cut half of his answer to something out because they just don't want Jay Brill to speak the truth. Katie, get some sleep. See you later. I heard single-handedly. Daniel's plastic surgeon. What's that about? Oh, that's not for chat. Oh my. Oh my. Vertical chat got me subs. That's the world of delusional Canadian. Yeah, because it's kind of like the TwitSwat when you stream to TwitSwat, it'll tell you, oh, you got 1 million viewers on TwitSwat. And then you go and look at your engagement on TwitSwat and you have no engagement. They just give you that fake number so you feel, oh, I'm so loved by all of these peoples. And that vertical chat, it counts like a short feed. So where you need 1,000 views on a video to get $5 on the right way chat, you need 1 million views on a short. So YouTube can get 5 people to watch you over there, and it doesn't do anything for your numbers. Well, I got new subscribers. You got more subscribers from the last time MG dropped half his sleeping crew into you. Too cute by half. Go get some sleep. Is Paddle Cup before or after Pie Club? Matched, there's always room for a little paddling. Light paddling is always on the table, but it's going to be remote paddling. You take that. Oh my. Guys, who the shit is Jay Brill? Hey, Shizzy Wisnot and all his raiders. Lefty, your raccoon friend has, well, he's a honey badger, but he has joined us. And Hellfish just super chatted, Jay Brill got DNA evidence in his fridge. Don't say someone has DNA evidence in their socks. Don't say someone has DNA evidence in their socks. Don't say someone has DNA evidence in their socks. Oh, that's interesting. What evidence does he have from what case? Is this where we continue the Jay Brill roast? No, we don't roast Jay Brill on this channel. We hold him up as an example of the best of us. I didn't do anything, Mary B. Nothing. Hey, Danny, how are you? Only the stiff sock. Well, that's your evidence sock. If you have a son and you go into his room and you don't know why he has a stiff, crusty sock, don't ask him. Just use the tongs from the kitchen and get it in the washer. Baker, you can't wear Boston gear without permission. I have gotten permission. This is sent to me from Hellfish Haven, who is a local Bostonian. So I have permission to wear it. Big Dog, you are too young and too pure to know anything about that. Join me in the No Sex Club, where we don't know anything about that. AB, J7, I usually always see you here, but just Jimmy Kim, don't follow Lefty, but Will, you are everywhere. I'm inspired. J7 is all over the place. He's going around supporting a lot of my friends, and thank you so much for that. She's really nice at sharing it on the TwitSwat when we are live as well. She has been, he was on with Expert the other night. So, yeah. Did JFK give James the boot? What happened between them all? I'm sorry, I still haven't caught up on any of their streams other than the ones people send clips to me of.
He looks like he can't control his honey bun habit, you know?
That's about as much content as I have watched from. No, I deleted another video where he called me a grifter, because that's just true. Middlesex, Mary B's hood, and what Coco got from Brian. She made stickers too. Who made stickers? J7, yeah, J7 sent me a picture of a sticker where it says, "Are you the broken baker?" No. I don't know. I never say no. That's why people. Why is people making this joke that I say no about everything? That's it's just weird. J7 says it's true. The expert popped my YouTube cherry. He was pretty gentle. There will always be a little tears after. Andrea, you're cute. You're my honey bun baker. Oh. So I'm a dry piece of industrial baked goods that doesn't really taste like honey. Thank you so much. I think. I don't want to catch up on the flip-flop law. No, I have. He did a 7.5-hour show yesterday, and then he had to go in and edit out Jay Brill because Jay Brill was talking about where they buried Hoffa. Yeah, Expert was the one who started the no rumors. I am the most sparkling person and always say yes to everything. It's, yeah. Hey, J-Bob. That was nice. He could have made you as Yogi Bear. Yogi Bear is cool. He's kind of dumb, but he's cool. Jenny Lynn, AB, and who has gifted memberships? K. Smith, AB has gifted memberships today. And did someone else? Deanne has gifted memberships. When Baker tells you who he is, believe him, Jay Brill. Yeah. 2-minute mark on XDM with the heart video. You have sent me a DM. Okay. Did you send me the video? Because it just says 2-minute mark video. I just put heart on. Oh, you liked some video on the... But can I see what you liked? I don't think I can see what you liked on the X. No, I don't think I can see that. I don't know what which video it is. Sorry, Hellfish, but thank you for the $2. I have a lot of Jay Brill love, and I love it. I love it. Everything is just great Jay Brill right now. Finally, a chat that recognized the greatness of Jay Brill. No, I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm sorry. What is Swayzer? Oh, that's the good thing about my new program, because I got it installed.
Yeah, I remember the size of them. I know, I could tell by the Swayzer who that one was, you know, by meeting him different times up there at Paula's. I knew Swayzer. Get that word right, Swayzer?
Okay. I don't know what that word means, so I'm sorry.
Oh, his style, his walk, his talk.
Okay.
That is Swayzer. It's our good friend Roger, who was a witness in a... Yeah, they did kill someone. A robbery and a murder case down in Florida. And he was called in to be a witness. And Roger is a fascinating person because in the 80s, he moved from... I want to say Alabama. I'm not 100% sure on the law of Roger. But he moved to Florida where he cuts grass, drinks beer, and smoke crack. That's his life. He is never touches the weed because the weed will get you. But he has, since the 80s, spent his life cutting grass, drinking beer, and smoking crack. And they say drug abusers are lazy. This man has cut more grass than Danny has smoked. So give him some respect. And OnlyFans says, my sock account will be Jay Brillo Pad in honor of him. Thank you for 6 months. Yes, I know it echoes expert, but that's because I get the monitor back in my ear or else I can't hear it. So I know it echoes a bit. I hope it's listenable. J7, it's not like swagger. It's the, you know, it's the style, it's the walk, it's the talk, it's the dip. Come on now. So he moved trailer parks. I bet he lived. Well, he smoked crack in a tree house. So, but he's a cool guy. Mary B says, "God damn, that's a lot of grass." Yeah. If even Danny would sit there and say, "Bro," then you know it's a pretty good amount. Jay Brilliant invented Swazier. I have to give that to Roger. Roger was a cool guy. And sadly, I haven't found my clip yet with my other favorite animal, Glenn, the man who says, "So you thought he was banging your wife?" No, I didn't. You thought he was banging your mother-in-law? Well, everyone did. That's I know Aiden said on his stream this morning that no one wants to watch anything but Aiden and Karen stuff. Yes, I get great numbers when I do that. But trust me, watching trials is how I built my channel and how I like to spend my time sometimes, because you get these weird F people on the stand. We had another case where a witness was on the stand and she was asked, and she had been arrested the night before, and said, "So don't you remember? I'm in withdrawals. I don't remember anything." What? Yeah, I'm a heroin addict. I don't feel good right now, man. That was another first for me. $300 are here and Lefty needs 160. Lefty is no pimp. No, because Lefty could just start his stream up because he knows I go about an hour. So if he started out his little, I'm going to play with my horses, I could redirect to him. But Lefty is, no, I have light beer to drink because I'm not man enough to drink real beer. Gabriel has done a lot for the movement. In Lemonade, you got it right. You got it right. I let him know that that's not true in comments. I like trials with Baker. Thank you, KC, Chrissy. Well, I think it's because Aiden don't really get that trial watching because he only watch trials with Karen, and Aiden doesn't have a mind where he can just sit here for 8 hours like I do. And I know, yeah, I could just do the night show and I would do better numbers, but I like hanging out with all of you people and building that community. And I have a very different night crew than I have a day crew. And I can be a little more on the nose with some things at night. Streamlabs is mean like Nightbot. Well, maybe you are just not the... Brandon was heading to an important job promotion when he ate a cookie at McDonald's. Yeah, and then he had to go and take a dump at McDonald's after that. That's one of those things. Aiden will never get those because he doesn't listen to hours of boring content, and then there's 5 seconds that's funny. Too much ratio for measure. That could be the problem. Ask your doctor if Jay Brill is for you. The good Natalie. Who is Lefty? Sorry, should I even ask? Flante, you shouldn't ask. Lefty is a French-Canadian gamer who has very tiny hands. It's a miracle that they made a keyboard small enough that his tiny raccoon-like hands could touch it. He he likes to sit in people's chat and say, "Come at me, bro, because I'm so cool." And we all just play along and says, "Oh yeah, Lefty, you're the coolest. Oh, did you go around and pat your pony in your game last night?" And he says, "Yeah, I patted it good. I slapped its rump." And we say, "Oh, good for you, Lefty." And in reality, he just drinks light beer and yell at the clouds because, but he's a mascot for a lot of our channels because he's, you have that slow cousin, kind of like in the, what's his case? The guy who threw the grandma down the stairs. But Lefty is kind of like him, where you're sitting around and saying, "I don't know why he's in my family because the rest of us can tie our shoes." But he's kind of endearing. He can't help that he ate a lot of lead paint as a kid. So you can laugh at him and he won't even know that we're making fun of him. So that's Lefty. Lefty is he's a Canadian treasure. And he get really mad if you call him an American. He's a very big Packers fan, though. Yes, he's our Make-A-Wish streamer. Thank you, Hellfish. Talk slowly, Lefty is simple. Yeah. Jay Brill made Baker a Canadian tuxedo with his bedazzler. Imagine having a Canadian tuxedo. We got slow cousin Big Dog in the Southwest. Hey, you're not that slow. You're a cool guy. Lefty is a nice boy and he loves new friends. If you don't, Lefty is more of a social channel. He will sit there and yell at women because he doesn't know what a woman is. And then people will just talk in his chat and mute him. So it's a cool little place to hang out late at night if you're up. Am I planning to cover the Richens case? I have a problem with the Richens case. I have gotten a copyright strike from the Sinclair Group once, who had the feed to the Richens case hearing. That's why I haven't covered a lot of that case. I want to cover it. I know it's supposed to start. Is it in 2 weeks? I think it's a fascinating case, especially after I read the Walk the Dog letter. For those of you who don't know the Corey Richens case, it's a lady who lost her husband. He died. He had a Moscow Mule. Then he passed away. It happens. He wrote a children's book about it, about how much her kids missed their daddy-o. And then they found out he had a lot of fentanyl in his system. And they said, "Oh, that's not good." And they accused her of being the one who gave him the fentanyl. She has then had a lot of kerfuffle with his family because she wanted to get to the money. She had tried to change the life insurance. All a little sus when your husband passed away from an overdose. Gabriel is working on getting Lefty a bigger following than Baker. Ex-wife, be nice. But I think that the Richens case is going to be funny because she's blaming it on everyone else. And there has been quite a little switcheroo in it because the fentanyl dealer who supplied her cleaning lady, who apparently supplied her, says he never sold her fentanyl. He only sold her Oxy. So it's kind of a... It's going to be an interesting case to see how they prove it, but there's a lot of financial transactions. She was one of those house flippers who might have gotten way in over her head, but it's more that she wrote a children's book about how the kids missed their dad, and then potentially she was the one who took the dad away from them. There's a pretrial hearing where the sister is talking about the dead guy and how much they missed him, because he was the type of guy who would show up to a family gathering without sleeves or socks because he had an emergency on the way over. Imagine that's some of the last things said about you is you had a bad bowel movement, so you ripped your t-shirt sleeves off to dry your A's. That's yeah. Allegedly, maybe, yay, my roommate just lost their job. I'm so happy for me. That's not good. I hope they find a new one really fast. What happened to the au pair case? He was found guilty in 2 aggravated murders and using a firearm while committing a felony and aggravated child endangerment. So at minimum 2 times life without parole. Corey had a boyfriend and said she was getting rid of her husband for him. I haven't heard that one. So that's because, yes, I can't. The Sinclair group gave me a fucking copyright strike, and YouTube didn't care that it was against the law. So I have been a little hesitant to cover it. But if it goes on one of the other bigger channels that's not run by Sinclair, I will most likely, but I'll do it on the day after, because it's a Utah case, and that time zone is just too effed up for me to follow, because then court would end at midnight my time. And yes, he bought Fent twice at least. I looked up commands online, but none are working. I'm sorry, Miss Scarlett. I'm trying. Husband just went away when she wrote to her mom that her lawyer would bring contrabands in form of white strips. No worries. How weird that lawyer quit. She had the coolest lawyer. I really liked the first lawyer she had. She was amazing. And then they found out that she had written a prison letter where she told her brother to lie about the drug use that her ex-husband had. Yeah, that's not going to work. But hey, what's a girl to do? The case Melanie is covering had been interesting. No way I would convict the guy, but I think he definitely could be innocent. That's the cold case she's covering right now from, was it 2003 or something like that, where a young lady had been brutally raped, and apparently they talked about pubes a lot yesterday, missing pubes. Not in, oh, thank you for ladyscaping, more that evidence pubes has gone missing. And you just know that there's some creepy police officer sitting at home with an envelope of pubes. Oh, I can still smell it. Yeah. Retailer, this case is wild. It is a crazy case. But those of you who just got into true crime while watching Karen Read, you haven't seen a crazy case. Karen Read is vanilla for something that you see in other cases. Yeah, there was a lot of bad stuff done by the police. But trust me, there's way worse stuff out there. You'd have used Nair. Well, again, this was evidence here. It wasn't. Thank you for considering his dental hygiene. What came out was a transcript of Corey and her brother on a prison call. Read with caution, cause oh my God, how stupid. You had the walk the dog letter, where she also talked about she needed some whitening strips, some Crest whitening strips in prison, because you know you want to look good for Berta, your prison mama. A guy in Portland last night got arrested with 91 grams of Fenty. He used an electric scooter to get for a getaway vehicle and crashed into a police car. Isn't 91 grams a lot of Fent? Isn't that really, 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 really a lot? The envelope was empty today. No hair in evidence bags. You know there's a creep out there right now who has that hair and he sniffs it. Baker, you should use Defense Diaries to update you on Delphi and Spencer case. If I'm going to go into the Delphi, I would just talk to Mo, because Mo lives quite close to it. And the Spencer case, I'm following as much as you can in public, but There's no new date set up. There's just a new judge come in because the old one was removed. So there's not a lot to talk about. But I would always love to talk to the wonderful Defense Diaries crew. His lawyer was held in contempt. He had to pay $1,000 fine. Yeah, that's opening statements. They had been trying to get some sexual abuse story in, and the judge had said no, and then they still went into it doing opening statements, and I think he got a warning, and then he got $1,000 fine. It's on his pillow at night. You know there's some weirdos. No kink shaming, but don't do that. Yeah. But I bet you there is some guy right now on the interweb buying a bag of female pubes to use to masturbatory aid. Yeah. Yes, the judge in Georgia is a bisque. A bisque is a soup. But it's in Georgia, so yeah. Quote number 11, I could really use a drink right now. See, Miss Scarlett got something to work. They never said how well she was cooked. I don't know if she was cooked. I didn't hear that part. I just know she was sexually assaulted. A biscuit. Could be a biscuit because a bisque is, that's a soup, and I don't know how you can be a soup. Ew, so much for my pumpkin pie right now. I'm going to have my breakfast in 5 minutes. Because I'm just waiting to see if Lefty, that little Canadian, is going live. But he's not. Each to their own, no shaming if it's illegal. Well, shaming if it's illegal, no shaming if it's legal. What I think is a bit boring about the Richards case is that it has been in motion for years, a forever pre-trial. Well, it's getting to trial now. The problem is when you get in that early, kind of like we did with Karen Reed, when you finally get to the trial, you know everything. You believe you know everything because you've sat through so many pre-trial hearings and so many motion hearings that you're just sitting there saying, get to that part, get to that part. And then you have Adam Lally. What if any family do you have? Well, I have a wife called Barbara and 2 kids called John and Rosie. What, if any, is your wife's name? Barbara? How, if any, many kids do you have? 2. What, if any, are the kids' names? I just said that because Lally couldn't move along. Or then you will have Brennan saying, did you eat a sandwich? El Diablo Blanco. I'm going to make a cranberry pie. I'm going to try it. It sounds good. We'll see. I don't know what cranberry tastes like. I've never had cranberry in my life. I know it's a big thing for Thanksgiving in Americas, but I've never tried it. I don't know what cranberry tastes like. I know it's a good diluterant or something. And Eddie Hall, who is a one-time world's strongest man, uses it when he is working out because it's apparently a good electrolyte thing as well, and there's sugar in it so you can get some lifting power. I don't know. My wife's name is Wifey. Dear Nina, it makes it easier to remember, especially if you're going to switch them out. Just call them Wifey. You don't make mistakes in bed. Malin, get some sleep. Laura J. hates cranberry. Diuretic, maybe. It's bitter. I don't mind bitter juice. If it tastes good, I don't. I like grape juice and stuff like that. I don't like citrus fruit, but I do like grape. Was it snowing and did someone drive the ambulance? But both sides had lawyers on fire, so it'll be good. I hope so. I'd give you some bitter juice. I have enough bitter women in my life. I have an ex-wife. I don't need more. Babs, she is everywhere complaining Jay Brill is PR genius. Babs was on the car crew last night. I don't know her. I saw her on the Twitch thread. I don't know that person. Probably a wonderful person. But I saw she was on the car crew. Just call her Hey You. No need to remember her name. And ladies like that when you say Hey You. This recipe is made like pumpkin pie, but with cranberries and orange. Well, you had me at pumpkin because I've never tasted pumpkin either. So I don't know how that tastes. And I don't like citrus, so I don't like orange. I'm weird that way. He has an inoperable case of TBDS. Yeah, I've seen some really hot takes from that person. And can we just all... Let's take a minute and remember who's gone. Not soon enough, but now they're gone. The Twitch chat got so quiet for a day and two. That was nice. Pumpkins are nothing like orange. I know, but the thing was, it's made like pumpkin pie. I never had a pumpkin pie, so I don't know what that's like. And they used orange in this one, and I don't like citrus, so I don't like oranges. But I do like the grape juice. Oh, we have a. Oh, I'm gonna wait for another 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna send you all over to someone who's going live now. Lefty is too lazy to go live, and you will enjoy that the hell out of that. I know you will love this person and get over there and show them some love. Show me where is the love, the love. Where is the love? Ah, for fuck's sake. Does anyone have an easy way to communicate with Cosy G? J-Bomb, are you in here? Cosy, are you in here? J7, tell Cosy to open up so we can redirect to his channel. Hey, Savalar, how are you doing? You have to go tell Cosy that he has to open up so we can redirect to his channel. He has to go into settings in his YouTube studio. And then he has to go into community something. And on the second tab of that, there is allow redirect from all channels. I did already. I read your mind. But it's not, he hasn't opened it up yet. So you have to go tell him so I can redirect to him. What's Cosy watching Brian yesterday? Good stuff like a nightmare. Okay. OnlyFans, go get some sleep. Go get some sleep. If you can't figure out where to do it, let me know. I'll hold his hand. Because my 1 hour presentation has now lasted an hour and 15 minutes, so I can send you all over and get some Cosy. Who doesn't like a little Cosy G? Well, I miss you too. Oh, thank you. But he's, for a man of his advanced age, he's probably up taking care of his prune juice side effects right now. That's why. Oh la la. Yeah, a little distinguished gentleman. Tell us a fairy tale. Give him a second. He's had 3 minutes now. Come on. It's not like it's his first rodeo. I think it's his 5th or something like that. But tell your fairy tale. Video in DM. I don't get why YouTube, Twitch is getting so slow with these videos. It takes forever to get them here. He is a man of advance. Nice. Blazy, get some sleep. Rosemary, thank you. Brokenhearted, get some sleep as well. I want breakfast. No, my 1 hour presentation is just over an hour now, and I want to ship you all over to an amazing fellow creator. But this video takes forever to load, so I can't even play it. I'm not gone yet. You don't have to go to bed already. I just have the blow dryers on. Give him a minute. Leah, you're right. I'm sorry. I forgot that apparently you blow dry before you stream or doing a stream. Still need to find out what Aiden meant about that. If anyone knows, I shouldn't say that. That's why people call me a creep online. And is it the entire video or is it at the 2-minute mark? Fuzzy G, you got it set up? Just going to play this video and then I'm going to redistribute. Rosemary, get to bed. How to do it? Oh, he has to do it. Okay, Fuzzy G, you go into your YouTube studio. You're there, and you're 10 seconds behind, so I have to do it. Doucement. Do it slowly. So you are in YouTube Studio. Then you go to settings in lower left corner, and you hit that one. I got it, J-Bomb. Calmale. Then you go to the, I have it in Danish, so it's called something else in your chat. Mine is something like community moderation or something like that. It's the second from the bottom tab that you click that one. And there's a 10-second delay, so that's always fun. Pretty cookie. Deanne, thank you so much. In that tab, there's something called user administration. That's where you put your mods and your blocked people and stuff like that. Below the blocked people, there's one that's called users of live redirection in Danish. I don't know what it's called. And it says every channel can redirect to my content. Then you check that box and you hit save. You got it. You remember to save it because sometimes you'll tap out of it and it'll just be they forgot to do it. Enable permissions. Probably something like that. So if you got that up, I should be able to paste your stream. Still hasn't. It'll probably take a little while for it to get up. Hellfish, is it at the 2-minute mark or is it the entire video you wanted me to play? I need to figure that one out, Hellfish. Reggie Trust, it's painful to watch James Jackson struggle to complete a thought. Have you watched Tuesday Gazette? She still haven't found a thought that she could finish.
Obviously, you're wanting to help to do.
Well, let's get YouTube to figure that one out while we enjoy some great content.
So obviously you're wanting to help Kelsey, but you're waiting to see if you can get contact. Is there, in your mind's eye of being a private investigator, is there something that kind of intrigues you? Like for me, a lot of it like would be, I've told Bia this before, missing persons. I would love if someone goes missing. I would love to somehow be able to repatriate a missing person in their family. What resonates with you, Jay Brill?
Pretty much, I like solving crimes.
Mhm.
You know, I like doing what I'm doing with Eddie O'Brien. Like we brought out a lot of information in there. Like I find people. You know, that's what I do. Is I find people. Like, excuse me. They told me that they had a private investigator all for this whole time, and they couldn't find. I'm only going to use his initials. I'm not going to put his name out there just because, you know, that's our case, and I don't want other people trying to take our information. ML, you could probably, you know, they couldn't find him. I found him in a day.
Wow.
Not only did I find him in a day, I got him to give me his DNA and sign a letter.
You got him to give you his DNA. Oh my. Ladies, at this Slapathon, there might be a possibility to get some DNA samples yourself.
Bring up confidentiality with his attorney.
Dude,
It
so you're
wasn't
already
enough.
doing this.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I've done it. I have the DNA sitting in my freezer. You know, it's in there. Hold on.
J7 asks, in what world is that admissible? In no world. In no world. Because you have to have a specialized DNA kit. Because you have to prove that it hasn't been contaminated.
I'll show you. Hold on.
Please, yeah. Dude, this is so awesome, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah. This is what I want you to do, Bia. I want you to do some private eye
Well,
work
I
in
don't
Massachusetts.
know if I'm going around getting DNA off people, but
Well, do something else. Get something else.
Oh yeah, look at
Get
this
the
shit.
hairspray.
It's his cup and his straw from the Burger King.
wow.
He's not playing around, man.
I don't play. And I got it all
Come with the
recorded.
DNA. We're coming to get it.
I recorded the whole thing so no one could say I did anything wrong. I recorded him signing the letter, giving me the confidentiality, waiving the confidentiality. So
Good.
I do everything by the book. You know,
mean-
I'm
Go
not
ahead,
trying to do nothing to get me or the show in trouble. Because it's not only me anymore, it's the JFK show-off show.
That's right.
You know, at the end of the day, that's who I represent.
I was telling him to do. So obviously
Yeah,
you're
I remember the size of them. I know.
So you went to a Burger King and got a straw, and your evidence is I videotaped all of it, and he signed a letter. Magnum PI.
He looks like he can't control his honey bun habit, you know, and his Susie cues.
I would never do anything to get the show in trouble because it's the JFK show off, you know, so I wouldn't do anything to get the show in.
I go, what the hell's this?
And they came right on in?
And it was, well, they came right around, yeah, you know.
Now I get why they cut him out. He was about to talk about how Aiden said that if they were coming for him, he was going to give them McDonough. Because everyone knows that's a joke. No. Gabriel. I got it in my freezer. At least BG, whatever her name was, got the joke. I'm not going around getting DNA off of guys. Ladies, if you subscribe to my OnlyFans, there might be Grit. All proud. Yeah, I got it in my freezer. Yo, Adrian, you know. Now I'm gonna get a new message from him saying, keep my name out your mouth. You're not allowed to talk about me. Thank you so much, Hellfish. Now I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna have a wonderful day. I'm gonna smend you. Yeah, lady. You wanna be smended? I'm gonna send you all over to Kosiji, a man of an advanced age that you all should show some love. Thank you, Shishi, for the raid. Thank you for all the Turtle Riders who came in. And thank you, all the rest of you. Thank you for the super chats, the encouragement, and thank you, Hellfish, for the laugh. For God's sake.
I'm Jimmy. How y'all doing?
I know English is your second language, but you don't word
It's
the
my
questions
third,
carefully.
but I'm still better at it than you. You are
the most important people in this case that everybody seems to have forgotten in this room is the jury. So we're going to take a 15-minute break and both sides take a pregnant